He asked me not to tell nobody,
Where you going, boy?
but I sure wanted the world to know.
Hold on now. Oh, look at you.
Why him and Daddy treat me like that?
You don't worry about them or nobody else.
Every night, I lay.
What's good? It is your friend Tiffany Shop. Thank you so much for tuning in to Ruthless home of Ruthless Addicts. Right here, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, okay? Alright, you guys, let's get on into it. We had discussed a Jazzman blues, Tyler Perry's Labor of Love. From my understanding, Tyler Perry had been waiting over 20 plus years to write this story. Now, Jazzman Blues is based on somewhere around the 1920s, basically where there was an issue with not only interracial relationships or interracial couples, but also there was a time where if you were mixed with black but were able to pass for a white woman, you could live as such. You could mark white on your ballot on anything that you identified as. Or had to identify yourself, you could write down white. Well, this story is basically just that. It takes you back into time where a white woman better not dare engage with a black man. And so the young lady in the film, she basically finds herself that has to pass for a white woman, but she finds herself in love with a black man, and of course that is forbidden. Now years go by, they have their one encounter, but then years go by, he has to leave and go into the military because she leaves. He's brokenhearted, and so he leaves where they are living, and he goes off into the military. But when he comes back, he's also a dancer. So he comes back, and his name is Bayou. He's a dancer, like I said, and he is basically still in love with this woman who he's forbidden to be in a relationship with. However, now is the time he has the courage, and but it's not really up to him, it's all up to her. She has to decide whether or not she wants to be with him in a relationship. He's saying we can leave, we can go and, just live our lives, but she's so afraid, she doesn't know what to do. We don't know right now whether or not she's going to stay, but we do know that some way these two end up meeting up together. Now, not only is this movie about a relationship or a forbidden love, but there's also some amazing dancing in this film. Dancing that was choreographed by the Debbie Allen. I've also learned that our girl, Nyreen Brown, who plays Lynn in Tyler Perry's Ruthless, has a role in this film, as well as y'all's guy, y'all's man, I like him too, plays Kyle in The Oval, also known as Brad Benedict. So this film is a definitely must watch. It is going to be streaming on Netflix starting September 23rd. So make sure you guys have your Netflix subscriptions updated and prepare to look out for something that's going to be fun, that's going to be entertaining. Okay. Like I said, this movie is pretty much everything that you could picture or imagine that was happening back in those days, where relationships were between black and white were unforbidden. With that being said, some of the Ruthless family members showed up to this event to support. They were there in red carpet form, and like I said, the ones that showed up were Anthony Bless. We had our girl Melissa L. Williams, who was absolutely looking for beautiful on that red carpet. We had our girl Nyreen Brown, who was there. We also had Stephanie Charles, who was there, and Hervé Clermont, whom I had the pleasure of having a ruthless conversation with this past weekend, you guys. Trust me, that will be coming soon. But with that being said, a Jazzman Blues, absolutely something that we should all take a look at. And once you guys view this film, come back over to this particular video and let me know what you guys thought of it. I'm going to be watching it, like I said, September 23rd on Netflix. You don't want to miss it. I think it's going to be very, very entertaining. Tyler Perry always gives us his best. No matter what he's doing, he gives us his best. Like I said, I love that old-fashioned type dancing. So this is something that I'm going to be looking forward to as well. Now there are a lot of things you don't want to look forward to in a film like this, but it's going to happen. We're talking about, this because those back in those days, there was a lot of violence, a lot of black violence against black people, people of color. But at the end of the day, this is something that Tyler Perry worked very hard on, and I'm looking forward to this. They had been talking about making this film, at least for us people now. It had been talked about for over 2+ years that this is what was being made, and now we're finally gonna get to view a Jazzman Blues by Tyler Perry. Like I said, September 23rd on Netflix. You're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you have your apps. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And from my understanding, it's some of Tyler Perry's best work. It's absolutely not what we would see with Medea. It's definitely going to be something that's on a whole nother level. So congratulations to Tyler Perry for being able to finally get out his work, what he has worked so hard for, something that he really wants to bring to the community. Okay, all right, you guys. Well, that's about it. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to All Things Ruthless. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me, girl. Okay, and drop your comments below. Let me know what your expectations of this film are going to be. Okay, all right, you guys. Thank you so much. Stay ruthless.